good evening, depending on where you're watching from. Welcome to another edition of Crime Time with DutyRon. I am a retired New York City police detective with 20 plus years of law enforcement. If you like all things true crime related from the police perspective, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, so you'll get all things DutyRon when I go live or upload another video. Hey, today I want to talk to you about a couple of quick things, but before we get into it, Gabby Petito, the FBI final statement, it left us all kind of scratching our heads a little bit. But before I get into that, I want to say thank you to the Patreon supporters, the channel members, and all the folks who subscribe and hit the thumbs up and leave messages and positively engage in this community. You're greatly appreciated. Joe Murray, good to see you. Hi, Kellen. Good to see you, Tara. Thank you for making a live. Hi, Jackie. Good to see you, Jackie Vineyard. That's my good friend, Jack. She does all of the chapters for Crime Time with DutyRon. So thank you. Hi, Dawn Marie. Hi, Apple. Adam Apple. Good to see you, Sana Alith. Hoth Johnson. Good to see you. Let me know if the microphone is good. I'm not using my regular device. I'm using a Android with no external mic. I left my iPhone home. I hate iOS. I don't use it as a phone. I use it to broadcast with. But let me know if the speaker on this Android, it's all the way over here to the phone. Let me know if it sounds okay. Hi, Lauren. Good to see you. Thank you. Somebody said it sounds good. Steve. Thank you, Steve. Coffee Bar Lady. Adam Apple. Good to see you. Thank you, Dawn Marie. Alicia B. Nikki Bella. I'm trying to get to everyone. Hi, Janine B. Barbara Riley. Good afternoon. Carol Loving Alaska. Hey, how are you, the Hunter? All right, listen, by a show of hands, thank you for the audio check. Appreciate that. Hello, all my friends from Canada and outside the country, outside the United States. Thank you for joining. So, by a show of hands, who here was left with unanswered questions with the FBI statement on Gabby Petito? They made a couple of statements in there. They referred to the recovered revolver, which I don't believe hearing. We heard about a fisherman that fished out a revolver from the reserve, but what made me really go and just kind of like shake my head a little bit was that they talked about blunt force trauma to the head and neck. Now, if she was strangled by manual strangulation, you would imagine that there would be blunt force trauma to the neck, from that violent act of strangulation. But when they said there was blunt force trauma to the head, it made me say, something's not up here. Something doesn't smell right to me. It doesn't seem copacetic. By a show of hands, who felt that same way? Put a 1 in the chat if you were like kind of, you're not good with that. Put a 2 if that was satisfying for you, if you were satisfied by that. I just want to see how many people are on board with what I'm talking about and how many might. There's always opposition. Nobody always will agree to agree. We can all agree to disagree, right? But I don't think I saw number 2 yet. But I knew it was going to come eventually. And there it is, Joe Murray. So he throws a number 2 and he says he's completely satisfied with the FBI statement. Well, the reason I'm doing this live stream today, and I want to say I hope everyone did have a good weekend. I tried to take the weekend off from live streaming. We did do a channel members only with Dave Rader and Twyla Cisco. Joey Brooklyn made a guest appearance, and Ed Wallace was on with me. But we took a break this weekend. We figured we gave you Friday night. And we figured the rest of the weekend we'll just take a break because Ed is still suffering from COVID cough. So we needed to give Ed a little bit of a break. But we got to speaking about this, and I called our good friend Barbara Butcher. She's a New York City Medical Examiner's chief of staff. She's retired from the New York City Medical Examiner's office, and she's very smart when it comes to all things autopsy related. And Barbara and I had a conversation via text message where we spoke about manual strangulation and Dr. Brent Blue. As you all remember, Dr. Brent Blue is the Teton coroner. He is the coroner who is a family physician. And putting the family physician aside, he did get help from a forensic anthropologist, right? Yeah, COVID cough is terrible. Dr. Brent Blue got help from a forensic anthropologist and I believe, a forensic pathologist. So he didn't conduct and come up with these conclusions all on his own. He had help. But still, even with the help, we still are left with these questions. So what I'm going to do is tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern, we're going to have Dr. Barbara Butcher. She's a fan favorite. She's a favorite of Crime Time with DutyRon. I love Barbara. I respect her. I respect her opinions, and I respect her knowledge and thoughts. We're going to have Barbara Butcher, a retired legal death investigator. Okay, Barbara Butcher has investigated thousands of homicides, and she is going to come on and she is going to talk to us about that FBI their final words. But we're going to talk more about the wording of head blunt force trauma to the head, and I'm going to ask Barbara outright, why did they leave that out? My question is Dr. Brent Blue had a full media day. He had a full media via Zoom, and we will listen to what he had to say, and then we're going to hear what Dr. Brent Blue had to say, and Barbara, Ed, and I will critique the statements of Dr. Brent Blue and the statements of the FBI in the Denver office, and those are the folks who are handling the investigation. Rob B, again, I'm going to have Dr. Butcher on. Dr. Barbara is a New York City medical examiner, chief of staff, retired, and I don't think that we'll get into a conversation about the notebook and the contents therein, because that's not her expertise, and I hope everybody understands that. When I do these live streams, what I like to do is pinpoint it. Thank you, Maria. What I like to do is pinpoint it and stay on that topic. Because when you conduct a live stream and you're all over the place and people tune in for the title, they want to hear about the cause and manner and why the blunt force trauma was not mentioned. That's really specifically what we're going to talk about. So if you're interested in hearing about other things, that'll be for another live stream. Hi, Angela. Good to see you. Thank you for joining. So the audio without the external mic is okay. Usually I'm using this, my little Rode. It's like a Rode pin-on pick mic. I'm not using this today. So the audio, you guys are saying the audio is good? Okay, great. Thank you, Alicia. So Joe Murray, always great to see you and Angela in the chat. I know they are like the 1-2 punch. I'm looking forward to tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let me just see a couple of people. Moonlight View, Sherilyn Schofer, Jamie Johnson, Patty L. Great to see everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Again, the chat goes by so fast. It's really hard for me to see it, but I do try to pay attention. But I haven't done this in a long time. Let's do a roll call. Let me know you're watching city, state, or outside the country. For my folks that are outside, let me know if you're in the UK, if you're in New Zealand, if you're in the Netherlands, out in Africa. Let me know where you're watching from. And if you're new, definitely put in a new. I want to know who's new, because I love to say hello to all my new friends. I always say hello to my old friends and everybody there in between. Northport, good to see you. Arizona, hello, Tennessee. Great to see you. Hi, Louise. Eugene, Oregon. Teresa, the lady is a tramp, says somewhere in Michigan. She always says that. Hi, Emerald Kimmy. Good to see you. Eugene, Oregon. Amy, CHS. It's 60 down. When the temperatures drop below 60 in Florida, everybody panics. It's almost like it's a state of emergency. Hi, Whitney from Ontario, Canada. Melissa from Centerville, Ohio. Good to see you. Dave Raider Country. Allentown, Pennsylvania. Miss Riza. I'm going back. Hello from Houston. Dee Clipsby. Thank you for joining. Such a terrible, terrible crime that happened in Houston against Diamond Alvarez. Oh my God. We covered that extensively on this channel, and we're going to still go into it. We still have to talk about Diamond. But yes, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania's here. Hello, Anna. Paul is new. Thank you for joining. Hello, Anna. Paul, thank you for joining. Dragon Rider, New Jersey. Anybody new? Hello, Tin of Tartan Paint. Welcome. What a tongue twister. Hi, DutyRon. Nikki 6. Good to see you, Nikki. Thank you for joining. Hi, Brenda from Illinois. I love labs. I love you. How are you? Hello from Oregon. Good to see you. Jiggy England, Ashland City, Tennessee. 70 degrees in Phoenix today. It's 34 degrees here in New York, 34 Fahrenheit. Northern California, wow, Norway, yes, I know Sana Elise Holt Johnson from Norway. Good to see you. Thank you. I sometimes say the Netherlands. I screw up her location, but she never scolds me. She never, ever scolds me. Thank you for that. All right, let's get up to date. Rose is here from Southern California. Hello from Genesco, New York. Lisa, hello, neighbor. Flagstaff, Arizona, where it's always hot. Terre Haute, Indiana. Big jail over there. Big jail in Terre Haute. I know that a lot of bad guys are housed at that facility in Terre Haute. Thank you for Peanut Gallery in Texas. Good to see you. All right, that was a pretty damn good roll call. We had a lot of countries represented, a lot of states represented, and I appreciate you guys. So tomorrow night, me, Ed Wallace, Barbara Butcher, we are going to be live to talk about the FBI's final report. They have closed their case. I've been in contact with Gabby's mom, Nicole, just talking privately on text message. None of that we speak about I would reveal here. But there is a lot going on behind the scenes, and we haven't heard the last from the Petitos and the Laundrie, Petitos and the Schmitz family in regards to the Laundries. We have not heard the last from them. That's the best that I could tell you, that we will be hearing lots more coming out from the Petito and Schmidt family in regards to the Laundrie. So it's not over by any means. So there's a lot of things that have to be worked out, and a lot of other details, if you will, that will be coming out and coming forward in the near future. So I want to just wish everybody a great week. It is Monday. Make this week your you-know-what. Make this week your you-know-what. Don't make me say it. Get out there, do something that you want to try to get done. I always, Sunday night, just a little bit of a tip, at Sunday night, I always write down a couple of things that I want to accomplish. You're welcome, Jennifer. I always write a few things down that I want to accomplish, and I try to keep it reasonable, so the expectations aren't too high. I try to just keep it simple. Look, I want to do this, and this week. If it means cleaning out a closet, or taking out, taking something and moving it, or just to accomplish something. It's always good to have a little list of things to do day to day. Just a little bit of tip from DutyRon. I do that, and it makes me feel good because I check it off and I get it done, and I'm like, yes, I won. Speaking of winning, let's get these. Lost is not alone. I sold like 15 or 20 of these just yesterday, because when I had my members only live stream, I showed this on the live. This is so you could support EquiSearch Midwest. EquiSearch Midwest is a great group that searches for the missing. Dave Rader. These are available on DutyRon.com. If you're not following me on all my social media, go over to DutyRon on anything. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and now frickin' TikTok. Hi, Melissa. Good afternoon. Go over to frickin' TikTok, where you could see all of my crime shows, little tidbits and snippets of my crime shows on TikTok. It's pretty freaking cool. So if you're not on TikTok, go over there and check it out. But please support EquiSearch Midwest by buying one of these wristbands. Go on to DutyRon.com and purchase one. All of the money that you spend on it, freaking TikTok, right? All the money that you spend on this, the $10, goes straight to EquiSearch. So it's not a 30% take from YouTube. So go over there and check them out. Check out these wristbands. Buy 5, buy 2, buy 1, buy whatever you can. Jennifer Nobles bought 20. I want to give you an idea. The Jennifer, who is my sister from another mister, she is like a sister to me. She bought 20 of these. She bought $200 worth of these wristbands, and she's handing them out to everybody in Bakersfield, California. So thank you, Jennifer Nobles, for that. Awesome, awesome. I love and respect you tremendously. All right. So, yes, Brian Laundrie confessed in the notebook, okay? We heard that. We saw the statement from the FBI. He wrote a statement in that notebook, basically confessing to or owning up to the demise of Gabby Petito, to the murder of Gabby Petito. And that's as per the FBI, folks. So, again, I'm not privy. I don't have, I don't have inside information of what the contents were of that note. I don't know if we'll ever hear what the contents of that note is. I hope that we do, and I'll be honest with you. If Gabby Petito's mom shared that with me, I wouldn't even share it. I would not, blab that out. If it's not supposed to be put out there in the public, then it won't be put out. So again, the FBI, they, had held on to that. There's questions of why they held on to it so long. We will see in 2022 the warrant be expunged. When the death certificate is obtained by the FBI, they will go before the court. They'll go before a federal judge, and they will produce the death certificate for Brian Laundrie, and at that time, his warrant will be expunged. But until the warrant is expunged in that fashion, it will still be an active warrant. It requires a personal appearance by an officer of the court. So Robin Lane says, if she asked you in confidence, that's integrity. Absolutely. And if she told me, there would be no way that I would ever put that out there. I'm not that kind of person. Those of you who know me know me. So, but the warrant will be shortly, in a short period of time, expunged sometime here in 2022. It's just going to take a federal officer to go to the court, produce the death certificate before a judge, and then the judge will expunge the warrant. North Florida, Gary, great to see you. You are awesome. I greatly appreciate you, Gary. Thank you for coming on to all the different platforms. We did that members only live. It was over an hour yesterday. Twyla Cisco, Dave Rader, Joey Brooklyn. Let me just say something about Joey Brooklyn. He came on and he gave a heartfelt thank you to all of you, everybody who subscribes to Crime Time with DutyRon, because we sent a beautiful arrangement to the funeral home for his father who passed away. And Joey Brooklyn, he gave a heartfelt thank you. It was a tearjerker, I'll be honest with you. Joey Brooklyn, I know him for a long time. I sat and broke bread with him. He's been in my house. Him and his wife have sat in my kitchen and in my dining room, and we've gone out to dinner, and we've gone to a comedy club together, and we hung out. Joey Brooklyn gave a heartfelt thank you on a members only live, which I will make public for everybody. But the flowers that were sent to the funeral home were from all of you guys. Everybody here who's a member, who's a subscriber, who watches the videos, who lets the ads play, who sends super chats, who leaves comments, who shares our videos, you are all supporters of Crime Time with DutyRon. So it doesn't matter whether you're a channel member, just being here and being subscribed, you sent beautiful flowers over to Joey Brooklyn to show our condolences as a family, as a community. And that's what it's all about. So I want to say, Eddie T, thank you. I want to just say thank you to all of you guys, because without your support, those beautiful things would not be able to get done. Now, granted, I sent him something from my family, from me, my wife, and my kids. I sent him something separate from me, but I also sent something from us, from the channel. And that's the beautiful part about this community. And that's what makes this community great, is that we're able to do that. Your membership money, your subscription money, just by being a subscriber and letting the videos play, you guys are all, every one of you here, and everybody who watches the replay, you have my respect, and I'm tipping my cap to you guys. Beautiful, beautiful. Black Rose 11, good to see you. Marie, good to see you, my friend. I love you. Go follow her on TikTok. She is awesome. Great friend of mine. That's what makes our community such a special place. It's more good stuff like this instead of the riffraff and jagaloonish behavior. We don't have that shit here. Everything is all done with respect for the victims and their families, respect for our community. So when someone's going through it, we've got each other, you know? When someone's going through it, we got each other. And that's what's a community. That's what a friendship is about. That's what this community does. I want to just say another thing. Diamond Alvarez, who was shot 22 times and killed in Houston. This happened just about 2.5, 3 weeks ago. Her mom, I'm just making contact with her. She just buried her daughter. I am going to talk with her mom. I don't know if she's going to be able to come on and speak with us, but I want to get the inside scoop. Why the hell the perpetrator was released? He was released on $250,000 bond. How can in America you shoot and kill somebody? I don't care how many times you shot the person, but you shoot someone excessively 22 times and you are now granted bond by a judge? What is wrong with the system? I don't even want to say it, but what the F is wrong with this system? So I'm this close to having a conversation with her mom. I just want to feel her out and ask her how this all went down. And I want to do a highlight show to keep her name in the public, to keep her name out there, to keep the story alive. Because I wouldn't want this to happen to my worst enemy. Never mind a murder. I wouldn't want this to happen to my worst enemy. This to me, and I don't have enemies, but this to me is just a travesty of justice. Tenfold. It's like a parent's worst nightmare, and then you get kicked in the ass by the justice system. This person should be behind bars for the rest of his life. This person shouldn't be, as the mom says, Anna, that's her mom, Anna, she says, why is he out living and breathing and enjoying the sunlight and enjoying his freedom when he just killed my daughter and shot her 22 times? I don't know, folks. Something's really wrong with the system. For this to happen is just beyond belief. But guys, I want to wish you a lot of love and respect from my house to yours. As I always like to say, God bless the world, God bless the United States of America, and God bless each and every one of us here in the chat. But especially all victims of crime and their families. And it is just heartbreaking when you see these cases, the Gabby Petitos, the Orrin and Orson West, the Sincere Classics, the Maya Miliete, the Suzanne Morphew, I could just keep going, the Summer Wells. There's just so many cases that we don't even hear about. The Crystal Alvarez. We could just go on and on and on. But these folks need us. They need us now more than ever. So we got to pray. We got to give them strength. We got to give them support. We got to give them positive vibes. And we got to let them know that we love them and that we've got their backs. So guys, I'll see you tomorrow night, 8 p.m. with Dr. Barbara Butcher, New York City Medical Examiner, Chief of Staff, retired. We're going to talk about Gabby Petito and the blunt force trauma and why was that not released by Dr. Brent Blue. I'll see you guys all tomorrow night with Ed Wallace. I will do a live preview again tomorrow. I'll see you all then. Take care. Peace, guys. Love yous. Make sure you hit the thumbs up on the way out. Thumb it up. Thanks, guys. Thanks, girls. Love yous.